All I'm gonna say about that, about YouTube right now. Welcome to this live stream that was not supposed to feature my face, but here we go. And I was supposed to have been on at 11:11, but YouTube was giving me some issues with getting on. Also, let me put a little lipstick on in case they gotta see my face, and apparently you're gonna have to. Welcome to this special edition of Beliefs. What went wrong this morning? No earrings. Bitch. No, bitch. See, this is how y'all know I was not expecting to be seen. Okay. What happened was YouTube gives an option if you want to go live and you want the horizontal. I wanted it to be horizontal so that you guys could see the table and the cards. When I tried to go live, they suggested to me not to have my thing set at horizontal. But I already had it set there, so I'm thinking like, well, it is what it is. Let's go. They're not letting me go live. I go to check, like, I have it set to horizontal, right? Yes, I do. In the advanced settings where it says to do it, but yet and still they're not letting me go live. They turn out, turn your camera upright, that'd be better. So that was the delay, was figuring out why YouTube was forcing me. Even though I set it up to be set horizontally, I had to do it vertically. I don't know why. Which forces me to be on camera. And that was not my plan. So please excuse my dry ass face and let me reintroduce to you Beliefs. So this is a special segment of Beliefs. Beliefs is my podcast where I question the stuff that people just think we should just believe because that's what everybody says it is. So I don't want to be up so high. But I stop and I question. I want clarity. I don't just blindly believe stuff. I am not a sheep. So therefore, I question my guides. I question the divine. What is this true? Is this fact? This is what they're feeding us, force feeding us here. Is this reality? So the first segment of Beliefs, we are going to be questioning something that has always been in the back of my mind. And that is, who built the pyramids? The pyramids have been a connection to me. I feel like I have past lifetimes in ancient Egypt. And for those of you who don't feel that connection, this whole part of Beliefs will probably be boring to you. But if you have a connect to Africa or ancient Egypt in some way, or you just feel interested in the culture, I'm going to take a look and just question, who built the pyramids? Was it the African Egyptians? Was it the Hebrews, the Jews? Was it ancestors from another galaxies, as they try to say? So we're going to see what they will reveal to me, if anything at all. And after that, I have some messages that are going to come directly from 5 African goddesses. I'm not pre-selecting them. I'm going to shuffle and we're going to see who wants to speak. And then you will choose either a number 1 to 5 or a goddess that you feel drawn to. And you're going to get a tarot read that's going to it's going to tell you what you need to know in order to get what you want by 2024. What you need to shift within yourself in order to get what you want by next year. So we got a lot to cover. I want to do it in as little time as possible because you know how we are. Our minds are all over the place. We'll be focused here for a minute and then focus will shift. So first thing I want to do is I want to tap into the divine. I want to tap in and I want to ask my question. Who built the pyramids? Let's just get that out the way and then we'll see what messages are here for us. Okay? Let me pull my table out. My mini table. This table is breaking. I'm gonna have to get me a new table. Okay, just like I need a new chair. Unbelievable. So I'm using the Game of Thrones Tarot in order to ask this question. So I'm calling on any guides that want to come through for this channeled message about the pyramids of ancient Egypt. Now, of course, I'm looking for answers for personal reasons and for my tribe. Many of us have lifetimes where we've been a part of that culture And just knowing the true history and foundation of these pyramids will do wonders for us. Not only that, but also using pyramids in meditation, such as crystal pyramids and things, can also truly, truly enhance what you can get out of it. So having a very deep connection to them helps. And when you feel like I'm connected to pyramids, but they were built by slaves, or they were built by, they always try to bring it down, or some aliens came from somewhere else. It's never the people of the motherland. It can make it a weird connection. Like, why am I connected to this energy if it's not a part of me? So I just want some clarity. This is my last split. Who built the pyramids? Was it enslaved Africans? Enslaved Hebrew? Aliens? Okay, I am seeing off jump. They are showing me that it is possible that it was built by enslaved Hebrew or Jewish. But still African. They didn't take them from another place. Still African, just I'm getting northeastern. Okay. I'm gonna get y'all some answers real quick. Okay. All right, so there are some things that they're not revealing. There's some things that we just can't know. But what they are showing me, when it comes to the Egyptians, the African Egyptians, there's a lot that revolved around money, a lot that revolved around prosperity. And with the Ace of Coins reversed, they were willing to do things, even if it was of the dark, to be prosperous. And a lot of the things they did for prosperity were not good. We have Five of Wands here. A lot of fighting, a lot of bickering, a lot of war in order to get what they wanted, in order to stay in that position of power. Now, I see people who have traveled. Six of Swords, this is the Hebrew. They may have left what they thought was horrible to someplace they thought was better. This gives me the energy of the Nile River and getting closer to the Nile. In doing so, in moving to where they thought was better, they begin to build very slowly. With the Knight of Pentacles here, it's about some people who work hard, who take their time to make sure things come out good. This was observed, and I do feel like this is why they were the chosen ones to create this. Now, what I am getting is that with the Three of Coins reversed, when I asked about star ancestors, they did not collaborate. They're coming through as they did not have anything to do with building it. But with the Queen of Swords here, it does feel like there may have been some mental influence. So I get the energy that the inspiration for the pyramids may have come from otherworldly energies and inspirations and being connected more than we are this day with light beings and higher energies. These people were very spiritual, and therefore they were the ones who, I guess, their karma put them in that situation, or spiritual contracts from before they came into the world. But there are some things still that are just going to always stress people's minds out when it comes to the pyramid. With the Moon card here and its reverse, it talks a lot about things that you're just going to have to learn intuitively, things that you're just not going to find out. They're not going to put them in the history books. You're just not going to be able to learn them unless you look on your own. And what I'm seeing here as well with the Five of Swords and the Devil is that these secrets are being very guarded. There are some things about the pyramid they just don't want revealed. Okay, a lot of secrets that just can't be revealed. And it's not being guarded by ancestral energy, but by man. Men who want to be in control, who want to be in power, who know the power of the pyramids and want to keep it to themselves. So they're going to feed you what they want you to know. Your best way to connect to the energy of the pyramids is by connecting to your star ancestors and getting pyramids and putting them in your house and things like that. And you can connect to that energy of the Holy Trinity as well. It's connected to that symbol of the three and the triangle. So that's pretty much what I got for y'all in regards to the pyramids. They were very straightforward with what the deal is. Okay. So if there was ever an argument that Egyptians built the pyramids, they're pretty much saying they did not. They are saying that they were not enslaved Egyptian Africans. These were enslaved Northeasterners. So Jewish, Hebrew, I don't know if that's the same thing. I don't know religions. I'm going to tell you now, I'm a spiritualist. So religious stuff is not my thing. So if I'm offending anybody by saying your thing wrong, you could correct me in the comments. No hard feelings. Nothing personal. But yeah, they are leaning towards the story that has been told. However, the star ancestors are coming through to let it be known that the idea and the concept did come from them. Though the idea that aliens beamed down and put the pyramids there, they're saying no. But they are saying that they had influences. And that's how come you see pyramids in more places than just Egypt. You could find them in America. The Native Americans were building teepees and temples that were pyramids, always using that shape. So this is an ancient knowing. And that's why they're saying they have influence, but they were not hands-on, if that makes sense. Okay, I hope that made that clear. So what we're going to jump into now is the messages from the 5 African goddesses that wanted to come through today. Oh my God. Okay. And they are in a rush. So I'm going to take the ones that flipped up. I have, okay, 2 flipped up here. Oh, you always come through. And 2 more there. So these are the cards that flipped up. They didn't even let me shuffle. These are the goddesses that want to come through and have a message today. They want to reveal some secrets to you. Maybe some things you need to know. I'm just getting... They want to help you find out how you should move through the rest of this year. As far as your personality is concerned. Like how you need to be and carry yourself and where your focus needs to be in order to get what you want by the end of this year. So we have Queen Nandi coming through with intuition. That would be number 1. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still recovering from a cold, so if I keep sniffling, that's why I didn't want to be on camera. Okay, number 2, always coming through Oya for storms. Oh, wait, I'm missing a card. This is only 4, so I have to pull one more. We have a long Bubby Susie for shame. We have Marie Laveau, good juju. And one more I'll take off the top. Mami Kumba Bang, speak up. Mami Kumba Bang, Bang, I think. So there are your 5 choices. Queen Nandi, Oya, Long Bubby Susie, Marie Laveau, or Mami Kumba Bang. Okay? Each of them has a special message for you. You can take a deep breath in through your mouth now. Exhale and just release any stress, any worries, any tension out your mind, out your body. Let it go. Send it to the goddesses. Okay? They got this. And the first number that comes to mind, or the first goddess you felt drawn to, is where your message is. And you may have more than one. So here we go. I'm using the Sufi Tarot to give the messages. Each card is going to get 3 cards each. So let's see. The first message, if you were drawn to Queen Nandi, intuition, or the number 1. Okay. What do you need to know to move through the rest of this year? So first off, I'm hearing your intuition is number one. Listen to your intuition. It's not going to guide you astray. If you are feeling something, you are right. If you feel pushed to do something, go with the push. If you feel slowed down, like don't do it, don't do it. Okay? Really, really listen to your intuition. And I'm also hearing, don't hide it. Maybe you hide the fact that you're intuitive to an extent. Don't hide that fact, okay? And it's also felt. People can feel that you know shit, okay? So if you're hiding it, you ain't hiding it very well. But just know that using your intuition will help you through the rest of this year. So what else she wants you to know? We have the Son of Staffs, which is the Knight of Wands. Something, okay, you're live. I should have been live. I hope I wasn't frozen all that time. Oh my goodness. That's why I don't like doing lives, y'all. I try to do lives every now and then on YouTube, but the connection sucks. Anyway, we're going to keep going. Whatever's meant to be heard will be what's going to be picked up. So I'm hearing this is the energy you need to be in. Following your intuition, going after your goals, your passions, whatever gets your fire lit and burning. And intuitively, you know what that is. You're doing stuff right now. It feels a little boring. Maybe you're doing the same thing, getting the same results. Something needs to switch up. So switch up your vibe. Go from being to yourself, silent, quiet, accepting of everything, to being on fire and going for what you want. All right? Let your intuition lead you. With the Seven of Swords reversed, you're going to be moving away from people that betrayed you. There's a lot of sneakiness around you. Intuitively, you already know who the sneaks and the phonies are. Use your intuition. By the end of this year, you're going to have gotten rid of anybody in your cipher that was sneaky or up to something or not really true to you. So your intuition is your number one advice, my number ones, and those that were drawn to Queen Nandi. You want to get what you want? You want to be where you want to be by 2024? Follow your intuition and go after your passions unapologetically. Alrighty. Now, if you were drawn to the number 2, which is the beautiful Oyayansa, Storms. Let's see what your message is from her. So the first thing I'm getting from Oya is you can get through. You can get through it, is what I'm hearing. Maybe you're feeling like you're in a state where you feel like the storm has been consistent. Or every time you see a clearing, it starts to rain again. And what she's coming to say is these storms are on purpose because there's things in your life that need to change that you ain't changing. When Oya steps in, that means you need a little bit of a push. You need a little boost. Or you just got to have things mixed up so that you can get moving. Hey, good morning, Afua. I'm glad you could see me. I've been feeling like I didn't have a good connection. So anyway, so all y'all's coming through my number 2 to let you know you have the strength to get through these storms and that the storms are really here to help you. They're here to clear out the stuff that you're struggling to clear out yourself. Maybe because you're too nice, maybe because you're fearful of the unknown, maybe you're codependent on something. Whatever the case may be, she's getting rid of it. And you have the Death card reversed, yeah. So she's pretty much, this is Maut, which is the Death card reversed. She's saying there's some changes you're not letting happen. Okay, there's some things that you're not letting happen. Yeah, 4 of Coins reversed. You may highly value these things. Maybe you think if you let these things go, you walk away from them, you're going to lose them. Someone else is going to benefit. Whatever the case may be. You have the 3 of Swords reversed. Yeah, and it's going to be painful. Whatever it is you have to let go of. You've been doing the healing work, but you're still reluctant to fully let it go. In order to get the rebirth that you want going into 2024, you have to let go of the things that are hurting you. Even if they have value. You know what I'm getting from you, my number 2s? You are a potential seeker. Like you see things and it's like, it's not perfect, but it has potential and you're willing to work on it. But you have to know when to let it go. And what they're showing is that you hurt yourself sometimes to help those, or to put your energy or your love into those that they don't deserve. They're not worth it. So the advice for my number twos is to allow the storms to sweep in. Any tower moments or chaos that comes in that feels like it's shifting everything or moving everything out of your life, let it go. All right, that's your best bet if you want to enter 2024 getting what you want by the beginning of the year. You have to allow things to die and new things to be reborn, and you have to try to get out of an energy of fear of what could be on the other side. Okay, that's her advice to you, is to let the storms come and embrace them as they are clearing the way for the new to come in. All right. If you're drawn to the number 3, Long Bubby Susie, her card is the card of shame. And the first thing I'm getting from you is, if you want to enter 2024, if you want to get what you want by 2024, you have to release any feelings of shame. You have to embrace your story and your path. I feel like my 3s, maybe you're ashamed of something you've done, someone you've loved, what you do for a living. There's some kind of shame that you carry, and it's what's blocking you from getting what you want moving into 2024. So this card jumped out. The Sultan, the Emperor. It's time for you to release that shame and step into a position of leadership. Okay? You are meant to lead. You may even be a fire sign or have a lot of fire sign energy in your chart. Let me see what else we got. I'm also getting father figure energy. You may have father wounds or dealing with someone who is a father, or you're a father or a parent of some kind. We have the 8 of Cups reversed. They're saying you're refusing to walk away from something. Once again, so my 3s, you're getting the same thing as my 2s almost. There's something it's time to walk away from. You're emotionally feeling connected to it. Very emotionally connected to it. It could be a masculine who's a father. It could be a boss, somebody who's a boss, and it's time to leave that job. It could be dealing with your own father. Whatever it is with this masculine, this emperor here, it brings you some shame. It's something you don't feel 100% good about, but you're reluctant to walk away from. And your advice is to walk away. 7 of Cups coming through reverse means you have a bunch of options. You do not have to stay with this person, working for this person, dealing with this person, but it's coming through reverse. So you're not making a choice because you're afraid of making the wrong one. Maybe in the past you've had choices like this and you've made the wrong choice, and that's brought you some shame. The outcomes of your choices. But what Long Bubby Susie is coming through to show you is that there is no shame in anything that you do, because everything you do, every choice you make, is what brings you to this point. This is why you're here. This is why you are who you are. So embrace your experiences and realize that they become your wisdom, because as you look at them in shame, you're blocking the lessons, okay, that you're supposed to get from it, rather than being ashamed. This is why you don't make choices. This is why you're not walking away from stuff, because you're holding on to this shame, this guilt, to an extent. And it's time for you to boss up. It's time for you to step into a position of empowerment. Bottom of the deck, and I didn't look for anybody else, but my 3s, you got the Fool. It's time for you to trust and take a leap of faith. Trust. And that doesn't mean trust in something stupid. Like if you know something you want to do is not too smart or not good for you, trusting that everything's going to work out is naive. That's just being naive. But trusting that you are going in the right direction no matter what happens. You are going in the right direction. And that's what it needs. You need right now is to choose a new direction and go after what calls to your heart and your spirit. I do see this being a creative pile. There's artwork on the cave walls around her. So you may be an artist. Put your experiences into your art, into your creative work. Help people who may have gone through what you've gone through, who may be sitting in an energy of shame, and work through it with them. It is time for you to boss up. You're supposed to be in a leadership position, my 3s. And because you're sitting in shame and feeling like you're not worthy, you're going to miss your calling. So listen Listen to spirit. Make the choice that calls to your heart, and the one where you are in a position of power. You are the boss. You're the leader. That's what's being called on for you. Moving into 2024. My number fours, I was drawing a four, is Marie Laveau. And her card says, a good juju. So when I'm getting off jump my fours, moving towards 2024, to get what you want, there's a need for you to focus on the good. You know, people always talk about juju and they're usually talking about black magic or bad stuff. This is talking about the good, that good magic, that good energy, that good spark. So she's encouraging you to focus on that good energy coming in. Maybe there are people around you that don't wish you well, that may be throwing things at you. Whatever the case may be, surround yourself with good energy. Light your candles, stay in a happy vibe. I'm also seeing you leveling up wisdom-wise, reading or writing. Just do the things that make you feel good. Focus on feeling good. That's what I'm hearing. That's easier said than done when there's a whole lot of stuff that could be happening to you in your life that makes it difficult for you to focus on the good. So let's get you 3 more cards. My fours. You have the 5 of coins reversed. Yeah, honey, you don't belong in there. So you've been a little down. Your money's not looking right. And maybe it's because you feel like a certain community or group or clientele or whatever you're trying to fit into is not accepting you. It's not working. You're not making your money there. That could be a little discouraging. But when I see it in reverse, usually it means to me that you didn't belong there. You've been trying to market yourself or be accepted someplace where it just wasn't for you. Okay? 9 of Swords reverse. Yeah. This is something I think you're realizing, but it still bothers you because it comes through with it coming through reverse. You're not sleeping well. And if you are, your mind is going. It gets no rest. You think about this a lot. You're realizing now that perhaps this is not for you, but however, it still bothers you. And you have Taslim upside down. Taslim upside down is the hanged man upside down. So you're seeing things from another perspective now. You were in a pause moment because you needed to realize who you are. You needed to realize that the people you wanted to be down with were not good for you. And that maybe you belong somewhere else. Maybe you belong where there's good juju and maybe there was not good juju there. And that's why you're outcasted, because darkness don't want the light interrupting the dark. So if you're light, they're going to send you on your way. But now you have a new perspective of things. And that's what you need. To get what you want going into 2024, you need to shift the way you're seeing things. If you're seeing things as being done to you and not for you by the universe, you're going to suffer. If you're seeing things as negative, everybody's sending me negative energy. Oh, everyone's jealous. Everyone hates on me. That's what you're going to see, and that's what you're going to attract. But if you close your eyes to that nonsense and you focus inward, you won't even have to do anything, my fours, and you're going to see stuff start to manifest. Like you just got good juju on you, like good luck. Maybe you've been doing some spiritual work. I'm seeing with the candles here just makes me think of someone who's been doing a lot of spiritual work and growth with that book. Maybe you've been in courses or workshops, whatever the case may be. You've gained some good karma, some good juju, and because of that, there's not much you have to do. In fact, the more you try to do, the harder you're going to struggle. So you at this point need to do a lot more meditating. And that's how you're going to see everything flow in that you want in 2024. Because when you meditate, you shut your mind down to the matrix and you go within. And that shifts your focus, so it shifts your energy and your vibe. All right. Last but not least, my fives. If you were drawn to the number 5 or the goddess Mami Kumba Bang, her card says, speak up. Now, this is quite blatant with what you need to do to get what you want in this new year. If you want everything that you deserve by the end of this year, it is time to speak up. And that's not just speaking up on the physical, but also to the light sources that work with you, your guides. They're like, you don't pray enough. You don't visualize. They're not seeing exactly what it is you want. You have to say what you want. And that's the same thing in your regular life. You have to speak up. You are coming through as someone who is lax. Lax means you want what you want, but you're pretty laid back. And yes, I know group 4 was told, chill out, do nothing. But this group here, you're not doing enough, is what I'm hearing. You're not doing enough. You're kind of sitting back on what you already have. Um, and you have so many people that would come out and support you. Look, all the fist in the grass behind her. All these people would come out and rally behind you and support whatever it is you put your energy into. But you have to speak up and stand up and show out. And right now, you are not. So her advice is, we got the 2 of coins reversed. There's a need to find a balance. Maybe you feel like you're juggling. Maybe that's why you're not speaking up and saying what you want. Maybe it's because you feel like you want so many different things, or you're trying to juggle a relationship, trying to juggle work. You want a career, but you got 2 careers you want. Whatever the case may be, there's an imbalance right now that has you kind of feeling like it's too much. 6 of Cups reverse. There's something from your past. Something you've been doing for a very long time has not been bringing you any financial blessings, but emotionally it fulfills you. This is coming back around as something you are supposed to be doing that is going to shift things for you moving into 2024. Almost feels like you're calling. Mershida, we have the High Priestess coming through. So you know already. They're saying like you already know what this is, what you're supposed to be doing. You're pretty intuitive as well, my 5s. You know what you're supposed to be doing. But there's something that makes you feel like you can't do it. It's something that makes you feel like you have to juggle. Maybe you want to do something creative and you feel like I need something stable. I can't do the creative without the stable. And because of that, there's no balance. Or maybe you want to have a stable relationship, but you're trying to focus on your career. Whatever the case may be, intuitively, they're saying you know what is calling to your heart. You're just not doing it. And I have to give this example because it popped into my head. But it's from a childhood movie called The Never Ending Story. And in the story, the boy, the human boy, has a task where he has to rename the empress at the end. But they're yelling at him at the end to say the name, and he's not doing it. And they're like, why aren't you saying it? This is something that you've wanted to do. Like, you've been preparing for this your whole childhood life. You want to do this. And the Empress says he's not saying it because he can't believe that somebody like him, this kid, could be so important as to what the conclusion of this world is going to be by them just saying this one thing. And that's the energy I get from you. It's like, why aren't you doing what you've always wanted to do? Just do it. And that's the vibe. It's like, almost like you feel like, me, I'm not going to make a difference. Nobody's going to care about what I have to offer. Yeah, I have these gifts, I have these talents, but who's going to want them? Who's going to care? And it's like, there's a lot of people that need it and want it and would care. And so you're being pushed that if you want to go into 2024 the way you want, with the things you want, you need to open up intuitively to what it is you're being called to do, that you've been called to do since you were young, and do it. And if you have to drop something else in order to focus on it, you're getting the push at this time. You're getting the encouragement. You're getting all these people behind you and guides at this time saying a harvest is waiting for you. So do what you have dreamed of doing. Speak up about what it is you want and you need in order to thrive, and do it. That's all I could tell you, my 5s. All right, you're being pushed now. It's almost like the bird in the nest, and they're like, you've been sitting up here too long, you're getting too big, and they're about to push you out. All right, so that's what I got for you guys. I hope this whole thing wasn't too choppy, and I will see you again, I think. I'll be live in my group on November 19th. 7 p.m. EST with a free STEAM session. So join the Facebook group if you want to be a part of that. And then I'll see y'all again. Episode 9 of Sit With Me airs next Friday, and it's going to be a goodie. All right. Oh, and I think the full moon forecast may come out before that. But I'm going to do a special one. There's a full moon bonus read, but that's going to come the day of the full moon. So that's what I got for you guys. Thank you for being here with me this morning. Sending y'all so much light and love, peace, blessings, all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. Later.